Oh, mamma mia, that is beautiful. That is a beautiful outcome right there. I could not be happier. Oh my goodness. How's it hanging, everyone? It is Zigzag here. Welcome back to another GeoGuessr video. Today we are going to be doing the Diverse World 100 Country Challenge. Can we get 100 countries in a row? That's the question. I'm going to be trying to take you through my thought processes here, and we're going to go to the first streak, and then afterwards I'll cut away to my best streak that I can achieve this evening. So first one here, Cox Peninsula Road. Interesting. So with this kind of reddish soil, we should be somewhere in the Darwin area, and Cox Peninsula is right here. So Cox Peninsula Road and Betty Springs is about 10 kilometers away. Not really sure where that's going to be, but I'm just going to guess around there. And okay, so it's just all the way here. That's the turnoff to get up to the Cox Peninsula. Interesting. So the next one, feeling rather Brazilian, but this red soil, I would say. Here's the Latin American antenna. So yeah, feeling quite Brazilian. Could still be Mexico, to be honest. But sun is not really helpful. So I think I'm going to have to trust my instincts and go Brazil here. And yes, it was. Excellent. So next one here, looking to be quite Austrian, I would say, but let's take a look around here. Okay, so we have the white antenna, which you can actually see in like kind of the panhandle of Austria quite a bit. So I feel like we're going to be somewhere in here. Yeah. So right near Liechtenstein there. So interesting little meta that you guys can use. Quite rare, but you know, useful nonetheless. And so this one feels quite Peruvian, I would say. The black card definitely helps out here, but yeah, kind of had like a Peruvian, Bolivian vibe anyway, so I'm going to go south here. Ends up being much further north, but that's fine. Next one, left-hand drive, and this looks like a N1, should be somewhere in South Africa, I believe. So yeah, there's the N1, so somewhere around here, presumably. And look at that, we're 4.5 kilometers away. So a nice little 19,000 to start us off with there. Very clean indeed. And remember that white antenna meta, guys. It almost looks like it's covered in snow, which is how you can remember that it's in the Alps. We have a lot of trees for Lesotho here, but yeah, this will indeed be Lesotho. And so, can we 5k it? No, I'm not that much of a Lesotho expert, but it feels like this part of the country over here to me. So, why don't we go there? Okay, south, but yeah, kind of the trick for Lesotho is that the more east it is, the more green it is, and the more west it is, the more dry it is. Generally speaking, this one's kind of a more challenging round. No, looks like we do have a blue strip there. On some kind of highway here. Interesting, like a fine kind of rumble strip on the side of the road. I'm sure that would help a better player than me, but as for me, I'm not really sure what it is. I think Romania was the main one that came to mind here. Interesting blurs, actually. But yeah, Romania is the main one that comes to mind here. Croatia feels quite possible as well. Not really sure. Those two countries are pretty far away from each other, but I'm just going to go with my first thought, which is Romania. And, okay, it was Belgium. And actually, why was I thinking Belgium? There was a reason why I did consider Belgium there in my mind, but I can't remember what it was. Okay, so I'll cut off to my best streak right now. Let's go. Okay, swiftly on to attempt number 2 here. This one feels rather Malaysian, I would say. So let's just go for somewhere in Malaysia here. And it is. Well, isn't it great when the Malaysian feeling round is in Malaysia? This one, with the alternating hooks on the pole, I think it's going to be Latvia. I think that's most common in Latvia, and we get it right, so I think that is a good meta. This one feels Chilean or New Zealand-like. We got the Chile car, so we don't have to think about it any further. 17 kilometers away. Booyah, baby. This one feels Brazilian then, so looks like there won't be a high score after all. Still 144 kilometers is very good for Brazil, but right in the middle of Bahia there. And finishing off with a Japan here. So, and that was, I believe, a repeat as well. So we get 23.5 on the first seed of our third or our second attempt here. So very clean indeed. And so this one feeling rather New Zealand-like. Yep, everything checks out for New Zealand here. Feels kind of northern to me, so I'm going to go near Auckland here. 15 kilometers away, baby. Okay, I'm playing out of my mind right now. Let's go. This one feels American to me. Let's actually try and get another nice guess here. Could be Canada. I think, okay, we got US flag here. So I was thinking maybe like Wisconsin, kind of northern Wisconsin here. Oh, wow. Over the other side of, we're cutting through Canada here, and we're actually in upstate New York. Not what I was expecting, but that's fine. This one's kind of more difficult then. No rifts, as I expected. This house... doesn't really feel Croatian. Croatia was one of my thoughts here. Now I'm thinking of even southern Poland, or house kind of looks Polish, can't lie. Yeah, I'm thinking of southern Poland or Czechoslovakia here. I think southern Poland most likely, though, in all honesty. So maybe I'll just go for that. I mean, so be it if it's wrong. But yes, it's right. 18 kilometers away, baby. Oh, let's go. I can't believe how I'm playing right now. Oh, this one feels Mexican for sure. Okay, and somewhere northern, presumably. No, I'm just going to go vibes again, because my vibe guesses have been pretty good so far. But I think somewhere up there would make sense. Okay, ends up being closer to the border, but still fine. And this one looks Eastern European, that's for sure. We've actually got Cyrillic here, so it should just be Russia, as far as I can tell. So, St. Petersburg area, I'm going to go in this city instead. Ends up being, yeah, near St. Petersburg, so another nice guess, all things considered. Definitely felt Baltic off the bat, so that's why I went near there. And 21 with a really nice in New Zealand and a really nice Poland. So hopefully this is the streak that makes it to the video, or I might just put it in anyway. But here's the next one, feeling USA. McCord, interesting, so a bit of Scottish. Yeah, so fairly, I would say it's fairly southern. I don't really think there's a high probability of Canada here at all. Front plates and a mix of front plates and no front plates, it appears. I don't see any US exclusive signs or anything, but we do have a green street sign, so that's certainly a USA thing, more so than a Canada thing. So yeah, overall, I'm feeling like somewhere around here maybe. Okay, yeah, so it was North Carolina in the south, but not as southern as I thought. This one's Australia, on the C726, so somewhere in Victoria, I think. And so there's Melbourne, Yarra Glen, and Healeysville. So I think we're somewhere out here. And, okay, so we're around Yay. Oh, yeah, I think it's pronounced Yay, yeah, and so we're around here. That's kind of the region I thought. Actually closer to Melbourne, though, so 50 kilometers away is fine. This one's Russian. Is there much point in looking any further here? I'm just kind of curious where it is, because it's very hilly, so maybe around here somewhere would be my thought. Not terrible, we're actually right near Baikal there, but right latitude at least. And this one, another Russian one, maybe this time feels quite Kazakhstan-like, so either that or maybe near the Chinese border, or the Mongol border. But as for me, I think I prefer in like the driest part here, somewhere around Orenburg maybe. So let's go in Orsk. Or Osk. Yeah, and so actually closer over to the Khans here, or I don't know if that's actually an accurate depiction, but there is one Khan here. So, you know, close enough to Astan. This one we have a short front plate, which is curious because, well, I guess we should just be in US or Canada here, really. Double yellows, okay. No turn on red, okay. Okay, so Stoby. Does it say Stoby? That is, that's an Australian classic. Maybe it doesn't, but okay, well, yeah. I guess I'm procrastinating here a little bit because this is a difficult round. And my instincts say USA, but I still do feel that Canada is quite possible here, kind of like a strange Ontario or Quebec. We do have front plates though, so presumably not one of those two actually. So yeah, there's not too many places in Canada that actually look like this. It doesn't feel British Columbian to me, at least. I don't think so. Although it could be. And I think it's East Coast, and therefore, there's not many places this hilly on the Canadian side of the border. So I'm feeling fairly fine going in the Appalachians here somewhere and hoping for the best. And, oh wow, it was West Coast. I'll eat my words, but we're on the right latitude at least. So we pulled to should be a 15 country streak. Yep, 15 country streak. And still going decently here, although that was a low score with a Russia and a USA. Okay, this one feels more Canadian now, maybe. We got like we got the maximum on the speed sign, and we've got the Albertan bollard here. Not Albertan. I mean, yeah, it's the Alberta and the Northwestern Territories. So we're presumably somewhere near Jasper or Banff here. I'm just going to go there. 86 kilometers away. We are indeed right between the two. This one, we have the Mongolia car, the second Mongolia car. And so this one I heard recently on Jasper Woodard's video goes on this road along here. And so I'm thinking somewhere like this. We have some decent hills though, so maybe closer, maybe just closer to Ulaanbaatar here. Yep, 97 kilometers away, was even closer there. This one, we're somewhere in Germany, and it says Essen here twice, so I'm going to guess in the city of Essen, which is right there. And we're 10 kilometers away, so another high-scoring seed here, potentially. Very high-scoring, actually. Until now, this is a more difficult round. This one does kind of feel Canadian, I would say. Ooh, interesting poll here. Wooden. This one does kind of feel Canadian, although US seeming more likely by the second here. So many USA-Canada toss-ups just now. It says slow on the sign, but I don't think that's really going to help us. Not too much, anyway. Oh, it's definitely a cooler climate, but I'm thinking maybe more northern states. Yeah, this is difficult. This is a difficult one. The hills are significant, and it doesn't feel particularly British Columbian, although it could be, once again. So that's really what's it's tripping me up. I'm not sure where we are at all, to be honest. It does give me a little bit of these vibes. It does not really give me these vibes. Could it even be northern British Columbia or Alaska? Could it be Alaska? I feel like Alaska's even possible here, you know? With these big hills on either side. Oh, the pain of it, man. I just don't know where to guess here. Just do not. So green. Okay, so 10 more seconds here to give myself the time. We have a lot of birches here. I'm just gonna guess over the US border here. I think it's gonna be Canada overall. Oh, mamma mia, that is beautiful. That is a beautiful outcome right there. I could not be happier. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, so here we go. Another US one. Yeah. And also, I forgot to mention it's the birch trees. I saw like a patch of birch trees just before I guessed there, and I felt confident after seeing those, but it's scary, that stuff. And this one's definitely US, presumably. Mile 58, so yeah, using miles. We're feeling good about USA here. I was thinking, I think the bus had a yellow plate, so I'm gonna go New Mexico, but really not sure if that's gonna be at all decent, but let's go there. Okay, so over the border in Colorado, that's fine, 23.1. Look at those three beautiful Canadian and American guesses, and everything else was great as well. So this one's definitely making it to the video no matter what happens here. I mean, hopefully this is the 100, to be honest. Okay, this one should be Britain. It doesn't really feel Irish to me. Northington Farm. So yeah, it does not sound Irish either. Buildings don't even look Irish as well. So yeah, fairly confident this is just England somewhere. 83 kilometers away. You already know I'm playing like that today. This one's Mexico with the short plates. Interesting looking plates here. A bit of red on the sides. It's not the... Oh yeah, it is. It should be the Navarit, or however you pronounce it. Nayarit, that's it. State plates, although it doesn't really look that way to me. Just gonna trust it. It should be Mexico anyway, yeah. I think that was a different state's plates actually, but that's fine. This one is somewhere in Japan, presumably. Just looking around here. I remember having this round so long ago, maybe a year and a half ago, when I first started the channel, have this round, but there you go, on the bridge. And so this one, Park Arbor Park. Interesting. Where are we? Kimberly-Clark? Definitely heard of that company before. I think Britain here. Chester sounds very UK. It does not really sound... None of these... Well, this Queen Surrey kind of could be Irish, but I'm pretty sure this all sounds quite British to me. And so I think I actually will attempt to find Chester just in case. Because I don't want to throw away around at this stage in the streak. So... Chester. I mean, looking around at the round, I would say maybe more northern for this one, so I'm going to look a little further north. Okay, there's Chester. Yeah, great. And so, 18 kilometers away. You already know. Okay, this one should be somewhere in Malaysia. We got the Malaysia Peninsula stickers, and feels maybe a little further south this time to me. Yes, it does. Let's go. 22.4 again, guys. Oof. This is just beautiful. This is just beautiful gameplay. Am I recording? I am. We chilling, guys. All right. And so this one, feeling maybe Britain again. Ireland, maybe more possible. Ireland feeling more possible at this stage to me. Rock walls. So I remember Truly Buzzy on one of his tips videos saying that you can see this like grass in the center of driveways and roads more commonly in Ireland. It is Gen 4 as well, so that is more common in Ireland than in the UK. It's hilly. This, like, the houses are definitely far back from the street, which is also something you see in Ireland fairly often. This house looks fairly Irish. If only we could see the license plate, that would be really appreciated. But yeah, I mean, I think Ireland is just making more sense than the UK here. But yeah, so often that my streaks end in that way. I'm just gonna go for it. I'm feeling relatively confident here. Yeah, 24 kilometers away. I mean, that's just how we're playing this video, man. Oh, okay. So next one here, another difficult one potentially. No car meta. Okay. Canadian maybe. Yeah, I think it's actually Canada. Didn't feel that way off the bat at all to me, but yeah, the longer I look at it, I guess it is. I guess it's just Canada. This looked very European, this house. But we have these yellow warning signs, so it can never be Europe unless it's Ireland, which it's not. And so, yeah, and then USA is the other possibility here, of course. So, I don't know, I find that when I confuse Europe and, when I confuse North America with Europe, it normally ends up being somewhere in Canada. Also bolstering that theory is the fact that we have a dirt-ish road here. It's not really paved properly, which is more common in Canada, for the coverage anyway. And, I don't know, it just has a bit of a Canadian vibe. I definitely think this could still be USA. The longer I look at the grass, the more I think USA is well possible. But I am just kind of thinking like Southern Ontario here, still feeling that way more than anything, I think. Definitely an unpleasant one. Definitely an unpleasant one. There's been no shortage of those as it comes to North America in this streak so far. But overall, I am feeling more confident about that than anything else, I think. In fact, I might even like prefer like Nova Scotia or something like that. That might be silly, but it doesn't truly feel like Ontario. So let's find out. Oh, it was just Ontario, exactly where I clicked. I think I clicked just in front of Kingston there, but we survived another 50-50. And guys, this has to be the 100 right here. We're only on 27, but this has to be the 100. I'm just playing too well. And so this one, left-hand drive, and feeling quite Borneo to me, I would say. We have even a blue and red flag here, and what looks possible to be a Malaysian flag. So all things considered, feeling very good about Malaysia here. And so, what town do I want here? Could even be like this one here, I feel like. Just because we've got like a bit of redness in the soil, and it just feels a bit strange. It feels a bit like far away, far distant from everything. Okay, not too bad. We were on the like suburb region. Yellow Rias, somewhere in the UK here. Ooh, so we're speaking a second language here. And so, is it Scots or is it Welsh? I think Wales makes more sense here, because it kind of reminded me of Bristol off the bat, so I'm going to go in Cardiff instead. Okay, so yeah, it was Wales. Black car, so we're in Curacao this time. Not too much to think about here. So Curacao has so they're driving right-hand side of the road in Curacao, okay, yeah. And so Curacao is just over here, if I can find it properly well. And feeling northern, maybe? It's just like kind of a rural street, yeah, so yeah, quite northern there. And so 30 countries in a row, this one's definitely making it to the video. I made too many nice guesses on this video not to. South Africa, surely. Botswana. Oh, Botswanan flag on the sign. Oh, and we also had the Botswanan pole here, black and yellow pole. So that really kind of saves us. So now I'm kind of thinking that it's quite far north, maybe like near these national parks or something like that. Yeah. Right on the border with Zimbabwe there, near Zambia as well. Near the 4-country border. And so this is Turkish language, so I don't think we have to think about this any further. That's a Turkmobile. Yeah, so someone in the comments was telling me, or someone in the Discord was telling me about these Turkish cars, which is like a Turkish brand, which you see everywhere in Turkey. So I'm going to try and keep an eye out for those, but yeah, I mean, another nice Turkish guess as well. I'll try and keep my eyes out for those. Matome on the road D3 here, so I think that might actually be Botswanan. I think this is Botswana, you know. I'm gonna keep looking here. Although this word looks more South African, so at least we have place names here. We're never gonna fail this one. We can take our time and check out where we are. So the Lepel Nkumbi is interesting name. My first thought was like up here. So what's the name? Matome. We have similar names there, but it doesn't appear to be actually the location. Okay, well, I guess I'm just gonna have to find this place then, because I'm definitely not letting this one out. Yeah, let's go find Matombe on the D3. The D365. Okay, so it looks like we have A roads in Botswana anyway. What are the more? If we zoom in more, do we see any D roads? D roads. Okay. Okay, I'll just find this. I'm just gonna find Matome. Oh, what? How did I not turn around and see this sign? Okay, so this is a South African sign, I do believe, but I'm still gonna find the place anyway. I found it, finally. There we go. Okay, 10 kilometers away. Oh my gosh, that was a bit painful. Considering how sharp I've been today, I would have thought I would find that a bit quicker, but whatever. Here we have a short antenna. White sticker on the pole, okay. 5 dashes on the crossing sign. We do have an antenna. Okay, so this one's going to take some thinking about then. Yellow sign. So immediately thinking Croatia here because the yellow sign, or Serbia, if we're in Belgrade somehow. Folded back sign is interesting as well. Detached head. Ooh. Okay, filled in blue here. This one's a streak ender right here, that's for sure. Especially if it ends up being Serbia. That's just painful if it is. Okay. Okay, so very good road quality here, that's for sure. Just any hills? Just trees, I think. Got this strange antenna. Why? Is there an antenna here? I think there's no blue strip on that plate. I think we might be near Serbia in Croatia for that reason. Folded back signs. Do I remember seeing that in Croatia? I certainly remember seeing these yellow signs in Croatia. We have no rifts, I'm assuming. Yeah, we don't. That wouldn't really make sense for any of the countries with rifts. So, Zagreb, or somewhere near, maybe in this city here. It just, with the antenna, I think I have to trust the numbers, not my gut here. Even though I think I'd go Serbia if there was no antenna. I think with the antenna and the yellow sign, that Croatia just makes more sense here. Now I think with the yellow sign, so Slovenia is also possible. Slovenia is possible here. I don't think there's a blue strip on that plate, so that's maybe the reason I wouldn't go Slovenia. But there is something about the round that feels a little Slovenian too, perhaps. I will go Croatia here, though. Oof, it's just Croatia. As I said, so close to Slovenia, so close to Hungary. Had strange vibes, that one, but we make it through. And we get rewarded with an easy Taiwan here. These are the Taiwanese poles that go right to the bottom of the ground. And, okay, another 23,000. We're on 35 countries in a row here. I know it's been long so far, but, you know, I'm down to get a really nice score, so why not? This one is going to be Korea. These are the Korean ones that don't go all the way down to the ground. And it's a black car as well. And I'm not exactly sure where to put it in terms of Korea here. Maybe down here somewhere. Near Daejeon, so kind of central. I think this one's Uruguay without looking at the car. We got the black car, so yeah, it should be Uruguay. And we got this like trident pole, like you see in Uruguay fairly often. And it's also very, what do you say? It's very overcast coverage, which is also common for that country as well. And I'm feeling northern here. Yeah, right near Brazil. I knew it should be near Brazil with the kind of tropicalness of that round. This one is a Portuguese pole. And for that reason, I'm going to go Portugal. When you see the holes in the pole, definitely more Portuguese. Also, really white buildings with starkly orange roofs. And yes, it was Portugal. And so, this one's Mexico. Fairly easy Mexico. Look how this guy's head got stretched. That's awesome. Like, it's like casting a shadow of his own head. That's kind of sick. Can you see that? I think it's awesome. But yeah, this one's just Mexico with the Gen 2. Makes life nice and easy, of course. Mexicali, actually. Okay, so red strip on the plate here with the blue as well. I think it's Albania. feel like I've had this round before as well. I'm kind of tired of the repeat rounds. I don't even like getting repeat rounds at all. Anywho, we have a Swiss flag with a Bulgarian flag. So I think it's actually Bulgaria. And you do occasionally get red strips on Bulgarian cars as well. But yeah, it's not Switzerland, that's for sure. So I feel like seeing modern cars is less common in Albania as well. And the houses do feel fairly Bulgarian. Like this roof, and these houses definitely do kind of feel Bulgarian. And that is also Cyrillic, so relatively confident here. I don't really see how we'd be wrong. And yeah, it's close to the border, but yeah, we make it through to 40, so we're approaching PB, which is 65, and the way I'm playing today, I'm surely going to get there. And this one is Thailand with left-hand drive. Yeah, left-hand drive. Oh, is actually Indo. We have an Indo flag here. This one looks like a 3-section plate, so it's just the road line's a bit faded here, but yeah, definitely should be Indonesia then. Where in Indonesia? Maybe it's just Jakarta. Otherwise, I could see it like being one of the islands as well. Okay, so it was just on Borneo, actually. Gen 4 is quite common in Borneo. White car here. Okay, this is a strange round. Maybe Indonesia again. This is an Asian-looking truck here. Lots of motorbike, well, at least 1 or 2 motorbikes here as well. Black and yellow on the curb here, or on the rail. Teman. Yeah, so I think this is Indonesian. Cafe? I doubt it, bro. We got flags or anything? No. Is that just a guy chilling on the roof? This is a really interesting round. We got like a goat here as well. Ooh, interesting. Double pole makes me think more of Malaysia, but everything else in the round feels more Indo, I would say. Teman DBR definitely feels like Malaysian, like it's definitely Indonesian or Malaysian, with the hills in the background as well. It's kind of strange. So, like kind of like rusted pole here. It's a strange round. It is a strange round. It's not been easy this game so far. I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like we've been served up a bunch of hard ones here. Indo just feels more like it. Couldn't be Cambodia. No, I think with this language it wouldn't be Cambodia. But, okay, so now I'm going to try and put where I think this could be. So as for, it could be like a really strange Borneo, like on like around here. It could be a strange Borneo inside Malaysia. Sulawesi seems possible. I don't really think it's that Javanese. Doesn't feel particularly Javanese to me. The roofs are strange. I bet this is like some kind of distinct architecture, but not one that I've seen. And then I guess Philippines is still possible. Philippines is still possible here. We've got like a cigarette package, I think. It's more common in Indonesia. I mean, they love smoking in Indonesia. So, sun. More so to the north, so southern hemisphere, maybe solidly southern hemisphere. Maybe Indonesia for that reason, but yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go Indo, although I'm not really sure where to click it, where is best to click. So I'm gonna go here. This is a random guess. Nice, it was Sulawesi, so we keep on making it out alive here. This is actually kind of incredible, I would say. Okay, so black and white pole here. This one should be UAE. Yep, it's definitely UAE, and just up in the mountains of the UAE. Also, maybe this region over here, or maybe more likely this one here. Oh, yeah. Right near Oman there. This one's Australia, Perth. Don't even have to look around, but yeah, I like to anyway. This one is definitely Perth though. 12 kilometers away, of course. I'm good at recognizing my own country. This one feels Mexican, actually. I was thinking Argentina, but yeah, these are short Mexican plates. This one's very distinctive, hey. What does it look like? Kind of looks like a Dutch flag almost. Not quite, but yeah, okay, interesting plates here. Gotta remember these ones, but yeah, certainly Mexico with the Generation 4, so no worries about that. Let's find out where these plates are. I'm gonna click near Mexico City. Oh yeah, right near Mexico City. Okay, so that's in the Jalisco, and we moved to 45 countries in a row here. So yeah, no complaints so far. I'm pretty happy with how this is turning out. This one's Australia again. Feels Tasmanian this time. These look like Tasmanian poles. Olive green possum guard, in case you didn't know. It's something I discovered and ends up being the best way to get Tasmania. Literally is the best way to get Tasmania. I think this one might be more northern on like one of these bridges here or something. Oh, okay. Actually over here. Arthur River. Interesting. Next one, looking, let's see if we have any Argentinian plates. That one might be one. That one is an Argentinian plate, the old black ones. So, somewhere near Iris. I'm gonna go Bahia Blanca. I'd love to guess here. It's never actually there. Yeah, should have just gone near Rosario. Ooh, USA or Canada. Oh, this one's the Ontario. This one is the Ontario. The Ontario like cone. So yeah, we're in Ontario. Yeah, they're everywhere. It's actually such a useful tip. I wonder if we could have got this without it. It definitely feels Canadian. So I have no quips or qualms with it. So yeah, near Ottawa there. Actually, right on the border with Quebec. Okay, a long load for this one. Why is this? 48 countries in a row. Let's refresh. Okay, here we are. USA. Eagle View Road, Browns Road. There's no shot. This is Canada. I don't think anywhere in Canada actually looks like this. It's way too dry. It's way too dry for Canada. I'm convinced of it. I am convinced of it. Unless this would be the strangest range had around, we can just send it into US. Not really sure where. Wow, right on the border of Mexico. That's why it didn't feel Canadian. Oh, lots of birches here. Small antenna. Okay, Baltic somewhere. Looking for any good pole metas that we can use. Don't think it's Finland. I think this is indeed Baltic. It's not an easy round though. Kind of reddish soil is throwing me here. Baltic. And we're going to lose it on... Did we lose it on 40s? We lost on 40 something on Baltics last time as well. A reddish roof. This one feels more... I would say this one feels more Estonian to me. We have less trees. And someone in the comments said less trees for Lithuania before as well. Reddish soil though. I don't know if I feel that for the other two. I don't know if I feel it for any of them, to be honest. But these houses feel more Estonian to me. The red roof, I feel like it makes more sense for Estonia. I do feel that way. Lots of birches. It reminds me of Sweden, honestly. It reminds me of Sweden. But I mean, obviously all of them are in line with Sweden anyway. Not too helpful. I may like, without the poles and everything and the antenna, I may have gone Canada here. Kind of feels Canadian, but not at all. Okay, so yeah, I think I will go Estonia. Just a vibe. Literally just a vibe. I'm not sure about this pole. This might actually be an exclusive. Not one I've seen. And the other ones are not quite visible. At the end of the day, we only really have a 1 in 3 chance here, but I'm going to go for Estonia. And it's just over the border in Latvia. So we end up on 49, guys. I have to say, this might be my favorite streak I ever got, because the 65 I feel like was much easier seeds than these ones. These ones were throwing us all over the globe and throwing us for a real loop as well. I hope you really enjoyed it. I'm gonna get that 100 soon, but as for tonight, this video is gonna suffice absolutely. Yeah, I'll see you guys in a video very soon. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe, and I'll see you in another one very soon. Goodbye.